Hey, this is Papa Likes Comics. Today, we're looking at some books from Jim Shooter. He started at DC Comics back in the 1960s, became Marvel's editor-in-chief in the 70s, and in the early 90s was the editor-in-chief for Valiant Comics. And I've got a lot of Valiant books here, which I'm going to go through them. Some of my favorites: Exo Man-O-War, Magnus Robot Fighter, Solar Man of the Atom, and Harbinger.
Here we have Solar, Man of the Atom, issue 3. I want to make sure I'm sending something that can come back at a higher grade, especially if they're signing it. So when I was looking at the book, I noticed the color breaking ticks right there on the spine. Look closely, you can see them in the light. I just don't think this book, if graded, will be higher than a 9.4. This issue has the first appearance of Toyo Harada and the first appearance of the Harbinger Foundation. The fair market value at a 9.4 is about $30 to $32. Here's a book that I sent to get graded and it came back at a 9.4. It's a Jim Shooter story and the first appearance of the Eternal Warrior. And it has a fair market value of about $50. You can see the damage at the top left corner of the book right there. It's got some creases on the cover and I don't know if there's anything I can do to this book to get it to a higher grade. This book looks in pretty good condition. I checked out the inside and the cover. The book has the trading cards inside and they're intact, but you can see the discoloration. And that's because the cover was folded over and it picked up the acid from the pages. This is issue 5 of Magnus Robot Fighter. And it's also the first appearance of Rai. So if you flip the book over, you have Rai issue 1. You can see the ripples and bends on the cover. If I send this book in, I'll ask for pressing and hopefully get the value up. Right now, a value for this book, fair market value, is about $40 for a 9.6. But a 9.8 can go for $100. Here is Harbinger issue 1, script by Jim Shooter. Looks pretty good. When I look at the book in the light, I can see some indentations right there on the cover. Hopefully some pressing can smooth it out. The book looks pretty good. The pages are nice and clean. This book, graded at a 9.6, goes for about $200. And if this book were graded at a 9.8, you're looking at about a $500 fair market value. The coupon on the inside is there and intact.
So that's it. Those are the books I'm thinking of sending in. I'm definitely going to send in Harbinger to get his signature and graded, because this is a real hot book and it's in really good condition and it could be worth a lot of money if it comes back as a 9.8. I'm also going to send in this key issue. I really wanted to send in issue 10 of Solar, Man of the Atom, but it's an embossed cover and it's a 9.4. I don't think that I can get this higher than a 9.4. It's got some creases on it and I could ask to get pressed, but I don't know how the pressing is going to affect the embossed cover. And I'm going to keep this one too. I'm not going to send this one in either. And I would like to send this one in, but it's got George Gonzalez's signature on it, and he was the inker on many of the Valiant books. I had a chance to have lunch with George a number of years ago, and I took a bunch of comics for him to sign for me. He's a really nice guy, and at the time he was working in set design and stage design. So we talked about Valiant, about his time working there. The thing is that this signature is not authenticated. So I can't send this in to get graded because they have no way of authenticating this signature. So that stays. So again, the books that I am sending for the Jim Shooter private signing is going to be this one and this one. And I can't wait to get them back and see what grade they came in. So that's all for today. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.